Hello everybody, Councilman Alsawafy here at the Henry Ford Museum with Ellen Helzering.
Yes, hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm great, welcome,
Awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to tour this gem in Dearborn.
Absolutely.
And learning so much more about this place.
Well, we're excited to have you and you're in for a great opportunity.
I'm looking forward to it. Tell us a little bit about your role and what you do here.
I am the Vice President of Venues, Programs, and Chief Marketing Officer, which means I get the great opportunity to help create the programs, welcome people into our venues, and then market everything. So I'm kind of like the chief invitation for everybody to come to the museum and come to our campus.
That is so cool. And what makes this place so special?
Well, we have over 26 million artifacts. We have so many wonderful objects and artifacts that really help to tell the story of America.
That is beautiful, and we're going to see some of them today.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Now, Ellen, this place is nationally recognized. So tell me about that process and how was it nationally recognized?
We are a globally recognized institution. We are known for telling America's story, telling everything about the innovation of America and that innovative spirit. Our mission has remained the same for almost 100 years. What has grown is our amazing collection of artifacts and the stories that we can tell, again, about America and our great spirit of innovation.
That is awesome. I love it. Well deserved. I love your energy.
And I will say, the thing I think we're really proud of is being a part of the Dearborn community.
Absolutely.
As a major cultural institution across the state, one of the largest in the state of Michigan, we are so proud to be nestled right here in Dearborn and to welcome Dearborn residents to come here again and again and again.
And we're glad to have you here.
Thank
This is
you.
definitely a special part of Dearborn.
Absolutely.
For a Dearborn resident that hasn't been here in a while, what are they missing out? What's new since the last time they've been here?
Well, I would say for a Dearborn resident, because we're so close, you should be here all of the time. Summer, spring, winter, fall, we've got great things.
Yep.
In the Greenfield Village, everyone's got to take a Model T ride. Here in the museum, we've got the Dymaxion House. We've got 6 amazing collection categories. We've got agriculture and power. We've got mobility. We have social transformation. So many wonderful things. And what I also think is very special about this destination is that there's something for everyone. So families, adults, seniors, everyone can find something wonderful to do here. And I'll tell you a secret. I see a lot of Dearborn residents who come here every day and walk the museum just to get their exercise. What a great place just to walk and get your steps in.
We understand this is a special part of the museum. Tell us a little bit about this chair and what makes it so special and the history behind it.
People frequently think that we're just an automotive museum, but we're not. We're so much more. This is the chair that President Abraham Lincoln was sitting in on the night that he was assassinated. And this really speaks to one of our collecting areas of social transformation. I mean, the impact that Abraham Lincoln had on our country is amazing. And this is one of those artifacts that guests really want to see to be a part of this amazing history.
That is awesome.
We're here in our With Liberty and Justice for All exhibition, and this is really where we talk about social transformation, talk about the narratives and the voices and the people who helped change America and create America into who we are today. So if we walk over here, we can go see the absolute, I think, top space, the object that people like to see, and that is the Rosa Parks bust.
Wow, there's so much to see here. Like you said, it's more than just automotive. And I think some people think it's just automotive, but it's so much more you can find here.
It's really about the inventive spirit of Americans.
Sure, absolutely.
We were founded by Henry Ford, the automotive pioneer, in 1929, and his desire was to make sure that the everyday objects, people, tools, resources are really highlighted because that's what makes us all unique and amazing. It's just what the everyday, ordinary person can do can become extraordinary, and that's the story of this museum.
It's amazing.
So here's the bus, and what people are inspired by the bus, but they're really inspired to get to go on to the bus and see the seat where Rosa Parks stood that day.
And this is the actual bus.
This is the actual bus.
That is amazing. And you can get on the bus.
You can get on the bus.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So this is a breathtaking experience for our guests, and this is really where we differentiate ourselves, because sometimes you go to museums and you can just see an artifact. Well, here you can get on the bus. You can hear from our presenters and hear the amazing story of what Mrs. Parks did back in December of 1955. It really makes us a different and unique museum and destination.
You can be a part of the artifact.
You're a part of history, and you can hear the sounds from the civil rights movement to help inspire you.
So tell me a little bit about what's coming up next year. What should residents or members be excited for?
Well, next year marks America's 250th anniversary of America. And so what better place than the Henry Ford to celebrate America and who we are and our inventive spirit. We've got two really exciting exhibitions that are coming directly from our collections. We frequently have traveling exhibitions, but next year for America's 250th, we'll have two exhibitions, one in the gallery by GM, and it's called Fabric of America, and it's really going to tell the story of how textiles and clothing are uniquely positioned to tell the story of who we are. And then in our collections gallery, we're going to have an exhibition called Crafting America. And it's all about the things, the handmade things that Americans have made that really tell the story of who we are and our spirit of inventiveness. It's going to be fabulous.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, a spectacular year. And we'll have plenty of other things. We'll also have the opening of the Dr. Sullivan and Mrs. Richie Jean Sherrod Jackson home. This is an amazing artifact that we recently acquired. We acquired it 2 years ago from Selma, Alabama. We moved the home from Selma, Alabama to Greenfield Village. It will open next June. Now the significance of this home is that not only was it a home of African American entrepreneurs, he was generations of African American dentists and his wife was an educator, but they also welcomed in civil rights activists into their home during the Selma to Montgomery marches. Dr. Martin Luther King and several other civil rights activists used the Jacksons' home as a place of refuge, a place of hospitality, a place where they could think and take time to really think about what they were doing and to plan the Selma to Montgomery marches. The Jackson home is a perfect example of what we do here at the stories that we tell here at the Henry Ford. It's about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So I invite guests, June of 2026, we will open the Jackson home. We will have days of celebrations. We're even going to have a 3-day block party in Greenfield Village to celebrate the Jackson home coming.
Sign me up.
I absolutely will give you a special invitation.
I appreciate that. Tell me a little bit about how the museum engages schools in the area.
We host thousands and thousands of young people, and I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite parts of my job, is being able to see young people running through the campus, enjoying everything, just learning as much as they possibly can. It really means a lot to me personally to see young people learning from our resources and our artifacts. We also have Invention Convention worldwide. We are able to use the mindset of invention on young people, and we touch over 200,000 young people across the country. I mean, these young people are trying to solve the problems of today, and you would be amazed at what they create. And the way that they want to solve the issues and challenges of today is really very inspiring. Absolutely. We also have an online learning platform called InHub, where we connect with schools and educators to really provide the key resources and tools to set the students ahead and ready for the 21st century workplace.
That is awesome. And I do remember me being here as a school student and running around and just enjoying my time here and having a great time.
That's great.
Absolutely. So tell me, for local residents here, Dearborn residents, how could they be involved and be a part of the museum, whether it's volunteer opportunities or behind the scene action?
We love our volunteers. So if anyone is interested in volunteer, they can always go to thf.org to get information. It's so inspiring to see our volunteers here. They work just as hard as the rest of us, and we're grateful for them. We also were a collecting museum, so you never know. You may have something at home that might be of interest to us to add to our collection. Our collection is always evolving. There are many, many ways for Dearborn residents to get involved and get connected with the Henry Ford.
That is awesome. There you have it. I want you to describe the Henry Ford Museum in 3 words. What would it be?
Inspiring, innovative, and inviting.
That is awesome. There we have it. My name is Councilman Alsawafy with the Councilman segment. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.